Hey everyone, Zach Yelton here, Director of Premium Services at Coastal Shores Landscape. This is our October 2023 Low Country Landscape Report. Appreciate you watching today. As we move into fall is such a great time of year for us, right? We all look forward to it, coming out of the summer heat into some cooler weather. We start to experience these cooler nights. Even today, as we're shooting this video, we're here in the upper 60s, which is unseasonably cool for where we are here in the Low Country, but we are all looking forward to it. We get excited as we move toward the holiday season. We still got some work to do though before we get there. So our landscapes are still in full swing here. We got such a long growing season, so our maintenance teams have been working hard to keep grass in shape at the top of its health, as well as plant materials, keeping those in check and in shape in their natural form as well. We start to gear up towards fall. We look towards planting season, right? So planting season it's a great time of year to plant larger shrubs and trees that you might have been interested in adding those elements to your landscape. Fall's a great time of year to do that. So don't be afraid to reach out if you have any questions or needs there. We can talk through some options for you. Also, irrigation. Irrigation is super important as we move into the fall season. We cool down, soil temperatures drop, and the water requirements for the turf and the plants are just a lot less. So we look to reduce that time. So we would encourage everyone to be checking their irrigation settings and reduce that run time. If you've got an established landscape, you really don't need more than about 2 or 3 days at the most right now, and that is also just dependent on soil. Sometimes you need less. So be paying attention to that, and if we get these tropical systems coming through, you really don't need to have much on, because that can really overload your landscape with excess water. Excess water combined with cooler temperatures can lead to fungus this time of year, so we really want to watch that. Our teams are trained. We've got people watching your properties. If we're maintaining those, we're watching those, and we have eyes on it. Fungus will be something we look for. If we see any of that developing in your turf, we'll come to you and let you know that you got an issue, and we'll attack it with the right mode of action there. So be confident in that. If you don't have us as part of your program, but you're watching this video, check out, we have some good links on different funguses in turf, and so good pictures as to what to look for in your lawn. So be paying attention to that as well if you're interested in more information. Another thing that I would encourage, as we're around here, there's so much growth. We have new landscapes being installed all the time, new turf going down. So we do a lot of sod here in the Low Country, of course, and if we're putting new sod down, one of the things, as we slow the growing season down, that grass also slows. So the rate of growth is not as quick, and that grass is not as quick to establish. So any lawns that have new sod and maybe the sod hasn't rooted very well yet, we'll look to do some supplemental fertilizer this time of year. So fall is a great time of year to put down lower nitrogen and higher potassium. That potassium particularly helps root growth and focus on developing strong roots. Even through the dead of winter, we can be growing roots here as our soil really doesn't freeze. So those are great things. Supplemental fertilizer is something that we would come to you and recommend only if you needed it. Not all landscapes need it right now. Many of our lawns are very healthy and strong if they've been in for some time. But if you have one of those newer lawns, don't be surprised if we come to you and mention this supplemental treatment that we can offer. There's some more information. There'll be some more information about that coming out to you. Okay, the last thing I would mention is soil testing. So as we get to the cool season, we want to even go ahead and think ahead for our spring. Okay, so soil testing can identify a lot of issues in the soil, like pH, nutrient imbalance, and some other things that you don't really see with the eye, but they're going on under the surface. So we want to know that about your property, and soil testing is an extra service that we offer. We send these soil tests off to the labs at Clemson, the extension service, and they send that back to us for dedicated for your soil type, your turf type, and there's some great benefits to that. So check the link below for some more options there and to sign up for that treatment as well. Hey, we appreciate you watching today. That was a lot of information. Thanks for hanging in there. We appreciate you as our customer.